Welcome back to my YouTube channel Pharma Discussion with Kaji. Myself Dr. Kaji Ashraf Ali. Today I will discuss about few multiple choice questions and their explanatory answers on beta-lactam antibiotics. We have already discussed 9 more MCQ test series on different topic. You can get their links in the description section of this video. This is the MCQ test series number 10. Now I am going to question number 1. Which of the following is are known as anti-pseudomonal beta-lactam antibiotics? The options are ceftazidime, ticarcillin, mesalocillin, all of the above. Here ceftazidime, ticarcillin and mesalocillin all are beta-lactam antibiotic and all are act against the organism Pseudomonas aeruginosa. So the correct answer is all of the above, that is option D. Next question. Orally and parenterally active penicillin is carbapenicillin, napcillin, amoxicillin, methicillin. The correct answer is amoxicillin because it is active orally as well as parenterally, but other three, that is carbapenicillin, napcillin and methicillins, can be given parenteral route only. Next question. Which of the following is called as suicidal inhibitor? Options are sulbactam, tazobactam, clavulanic acid, linezolid. The correct answer is clavulanic acid. It is called as suicidal inhibitor because it binds covalently with beta-lactamase enzyme and get inactivated itself. Next question. The most frequent side effect of oral ampicillin is? The options are nausea and vomiting, loose motion, constipation, urticaria. The correct answer is loose motion, that is diarrhea. It is caused because of ampicillin incompletely absorbed from the GI tract and the unabsorbed part irritate the stomach, leading to causes diarrhea or loose motion. So loose motion is the correct answer for this question. Next question. The mechanism of penicillin's antibacterial effect is? The options are inhibition of beta-lactamase in the bacterial cell, activation of endogenous proteases that destroy bacterial cell wall, activation of endogenous phospholipases which leads to alteration of cell membrane permeability, inhibition of transpeptidation in the bacterial cell wall. Here the correct answer is option D, that is inhibition of transpeptidation in the bacterial cell wall. Cell wall, generally bacterial cell wall is composed of UDP N-acetyl muramic acid and UDP N-acetyl glucosamine, and these amino acids are linked by peptidase linkage, and the rigidity of their linkage depends on the cross-linking, and this cross-linking is caused by the action of transpeptidase enzyme. Now this transpeptidase enzyme is inhibited by penicillin. So the bacterial cell wall may rupture and cell death may cause. So option D is the correct answer for question number 5. Next question. Which of the following penicillin G preparation has longest duration of action? The options are sodium penicillin, benzathine penicillin, potassium penicillin, procaine penicillin. Here sodium penicillin and potassium penicillins has a half-life of 6 to 12 hours. Procaine penicillin has half-life of 12 to 24 hours. And benzathine penicillin, which is the molar complex of penicillin G with NN-dibenzyl ethylene diamine, has the half-life of 2 to 4 weeks. Therefore, it is clear that benzathine penicillin has the longest duration of action. Next question. Which cephalosporin contain tetrazole ring? Tetrazole ring means 5-membered ring having 4 nitrogen in its heterocyclic structure. The options are cephalexin, ceftriaxone, cefazolin, none of these. The correct answer is cefazolin. Now, cephalexin has benzyl ring in its structure. Ceftriaxone has triazole ring in its structure, but cefazolin has tetrazole ring in its structure. So the correct answer is option C. Next question. 7-ACA, that is 7-aminocephalosporinic acid, is the basic heterocyclic ring present in cepirome, cephalexin, cephalothin, all of the above. The correct answer is all of the above. Next question. One international unit of penicillin equivalent to 0.6 gram, 0.6 microgram, 0.6 milligram, 0.6 picogram. The correct answer is option B, that is 0.6 microgram. Next question. The true statement about imipenem except. The options are it is safe in epileptic, it is a beta-lactam antibiotic, but neither penicillin nor cephalosporin, it is rapidly degraded in the kidney, it is always given in combinations with colistin. Here the correct answer is A, that is it is safe in epileptic. This option is not true, but other 3 options are true for imipenem. Here imipenem is the beta-lactam antibiotic and it is always given in combination with colistin because it can be hydrolytically degraded in the brass border of tubular cell in the kidney due to the effect of dehydropeptidase 1 enzyme. Now celestine is used to block or inhibit the dehydropeptidase 1 enzyme reversibly. So it is clear that option B, C, D are true and option A is not true. So the correct option for this question is option A. Thank you for watching.